Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pomona Southside Historical Society. Now, I'm going to put up some pictures after I give my little speech here about how we should start really looking after our historical stuff here in downtown Pomona and other areas in Pomona. As I go around Pomona, I'm noticing, because I grew up, like I said, in Pomona, especially around downtown Pomona, I'm starting to see things disappear over time. And if we don't stop it, we ain't going to have really anything left because it's all going to end up probably in somebody's backyard or something. And when I say that, end up in somebody's backyard, it's some of these contractors. We really got to keep an eye on these contractors to ask them, okay, what are you going to do? And if there's anything historical, like on the mall, for instance, the first picture I'm going to talk about, I like to know what happened to them. Now, the first picture, first I'm going to talk about the pictures, and at the end I'm going to show you the pictures, what I've been talking about. Now, on the mall, when they first built it, no vehicles could drive on the mall. So they had these mosaic signs that must have weighed about 200, 300 pounds apiece because they were mosaic, cement and everything. And it said the Pomona Mall, pedestrians only. It said on both sides. Now they sat right in the middle of the mall, so no cars could go, you know, on the mall itself. Now at each intersection, that you had these signs, so there must have been 10 of these mosaic signs on the mall. And you know, when they allowed the traffic to get back, on Second Street, they also took out, some tree wells and stuff so the cars can make their turns. But I like to know what happened to those mosaic signs. Like I said, they were pretty heavy. And back in the 1960s, when the Christmas parade, come down Second Street back then, they would have to remove them, and then after the parade, they'd stick them back in. And if you look down on the ground, like was an intersection like Main Street, for instance, you can see where they used to slide down in these square little holes, pipes. You might see one because, through the years they've been doing some work on the street there, and they try to do the best to match the pebble stones and the cement work. But when they were doing that, they removed some of those inserts where they used to slide down into. Now, I like to know what happened to them. Like I said, are they sitting in somebody's backyard, and or did they get turned around and get sold? See, that's something we got to watch, and we got to really keep on those contractors. You know, um, so like I said, we lost a lot of history. This stuff has got to stop. And another mosaic thing is another picture going to come up. I want to talk about too. Is the street signs. Now, there's a picture of them, the mosaic street signs. Now, I know where a couple of them are at now. I'm not going to get into that right now. But what I'm going to get into is when those people removed those tree wells, they went in and took Pomona's history. They took property that belonged to Pomona and then turned around and sold them. And every time there's a tree well that they took out, those signs went along with them. So they went out and took those signs and then turned around and sold them. Where is the Pomona Historical Society on this? Like I said, we gotta keep an eye on this stuff. I know that happened a long time ago, but still, it's still going on. Like for instance, the letters from Clark Brothers Garage. That SOB that refurbished the building and took those letters and then ended up selling them on the internet. But we had an opportunity to get those letters. I'm not even going to get into that. I just want to mention the fact that we had an opportunity to save those letters. Okay, moving on. And back to those mosaic street signs. Like I said, those contractors, we got to keep an eye on them if we're going to be doing any work on any of our historical buildings. We got to ask questions. Another thing that really ticked me off is when they cut down that tree over at the YMCA. Did anybody ask him about the future of that tree, what was going to happen to it? I figured maybe, somebody had, but then that's my fault for assuming. And next thing I know, it's gone. Living history. Cut up, thrown in the bin. So that's why, I'm getting down here and talking about, all this stuff that's missing at the Pomona Mall and stuff. I did that video. And also that's missing is on the picture and the purpose those information boards that when you came to the mall, you were able to go up and down and push a button and it would light up where that business that you were looking for. So say if you're looking for Thrifties and you go down and find where it says Thrifties, you would push the button and a light would come on the map. It's like an overview, area view of the Pomona Mall, and then a little light would shine. At night it was bitching. Those kids would run their hands down it, and it looked like a light show going on. But that's another thing. What happened to that? At least keep one, for historical purpose. But I guess people, I don't know, people just think of things like that. You don't have to keep all of them. Just like those mosaic big old street signs. I mean, you could have kept a couple of them, put a couple legs on the bottom where they could stand up by themselves, and then, put them in the garden somewhere at the eval club, or, make them look nice, but didn't happen. Okay, yeah, that information board would have been nice to have. kept. Now, another thing is those street lights that used to be in the tree wells. Now, I've always talked about them, how they look like flying saucers. And thank goodness somebody was thinking about saving some. Because I know where there's some at now. But again, that's another story. So I'm glad that somebody was thinking of keeping some of those. There's quite a few, so good. Excuse me, and it's along with some old streetlights that go back to the 30s, 40s. But somebody was thinking, and that's what we historians and historical societies should really concentrate on, is keeping our history and stuff. And also in that picture where it shows the streetlight at night, at the bottom you see little small lights. Now, the last video I did, I talked about those lights, and they're still there. And those trees there, well, those are some of the trees are today. So anyway, excuse me. But like I said, we really have to concentrate about what's happening with our history and get on those contractors and ask them questions, so we can save the history. If you don't, we're going to lose them. And we're going to continue losing them if we don't, jump on this and take care of business. Okay, I just want to point this out and everything. And, how about save history? Okay, like always, if everything should come up, I'll get back on the horn. And like always, you take care, and you take care of those ones you love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.